Good morning, kitty. It is going to rain today. First spring rain, which means it's gonna smell like dirt and worms. And that's like one of my favorite smells in the springtime, to know. It just smells like spring. Spring smells like dirt and worms. And I'm not talking about the Oreo pudding gummy worm mixture. Oh, you have to go poop, young lady. Unless you already did. I better go look. Oh, excuse me, kitty. Well, I have to see if the dog... Yup. I see the turds already. Well, I'm gonna clean them up. Kitty, you're kind of in the way. She did not poop. She was walking and she pooped while she walked. Let me get this. All right. Oh, hair in my eye. That's lovely. Owie. Owie. All right. Well, anyways, I guess I don't really have anything to add. I'm gonna go do my stretches and I'll see you later. Fire truck. Good morning. It's breakfast time. I'm making waffles. Well, I'm toasting the waffles. I just wanted to say that you need to have an appreciation for your butthole, because your butthole can tell the difference between a fart and when you got a doo-doo. But sometimes your butthole doesn't get it right, and that's when you have a shart. It's when your butthole doesn't quite know if it's a doo-doo or a fart. And so you got to watch out for that. That's when your gut knows, your belly, your gut knows when it's supposed to. They kind of work together, I guess, huh? Like a fart, your gut just knows it's a fart because it does a gurgliness, and then later on you got to fart. But then when you got to poo, your gut knows that too, because it's the feeling that you get. But when you got a shart, you gotta be careful. I'm only telling you this not because I sharted, but I was just thinking about my butthole. I'm like, my butthole is pretty cool. It's a cool butthole. And that's all I've got to say about my butthole. Oh, it hasn't started raining yet, but you can see it's dark back there. Darker than the rest of the sky. So, it will start raining. But for now, I do these dishes, and I'll do my hair. We'll just do things. We're just doing stuff all over the place, just doing everything. Like garbage, like who does that? Litter bugs, I tell ya. It's not on my side of the fence, but still, why? I don't want to look at it. I guess once the foliage starts to come in, we won't have to look at it then, huh? I should get over there before everything starts coming in and chop down all the trees and stuff that's on the opposite side, because it grows into my fence and I don't like it. So I should do that. I really should do that. I should do that. Will I get to it? I have no idea. All right, dishes. This is JJ. JJ begs for food constantly.
JJ also does not know how to catch food, or anything for that matter. Watch. She kind of, yeah. Let's try that again. So one last time. Here's the bread. Doesn't even try.
JJ. JJ, you hungry? You want to eat the food? JJ is hungry. You hungry? You want to eat? Always with the eating. JJ wants to eat the food because she is hungry. Put the food down. You want to put the food down? Oh. O'Reilly. Hey, what are you doing? Have your food. Have your food. Okay, so for my art is dry on top, but the bottom, you know where the bottoms has been sitting out. I can't turn them over because then they'll get paint on top. This one, you see what's happening here. There's paint that's coming off from the plastic and is getting stuck on the edge like this. I'll just scrape it off. This one is dry, I think, actually. Gotta put you down. Alright, so the tops are dry. Bottoms of a couple of them, like this one here, not so dry. So I put them on, just flipped it over so then when it's dry. So in one of these, there are bugs. Like some like I'm like, oh, is that texture or something? No, it's gnats. They got some fruit flies or gnats in there. So that's neat. There's a few gnats stuck in my one of my paintings. Just one of them though. So like, that's cool. And I am shocked, but I'm glad that there's no flies stuck in them. There could be. Okay, hold on, I gotta put you down. Okay, so I'm just making macaroni and cheese, but what I'm gonna be doing, I'm using this spoon. The tips of the spoons are very, very flexible, but it doesn't seem to hinder anything. This is it's a wooden spoon with a silicone top or whatever. And it doesn't seem to like make things not scoop. You know, it works. The spoon works. And I just ran a few of them through the dishwasher and they came out perfect. You know, there's no staining or mucky-muckness. Mucky-muck. So mixing together fruit punch and a pink lemonade. So I find that the ones that are too sweet, like the fruit punch can be too sweet and the grape can be too sweet in these flavors. And I find that mixing it with a lemonade, because it takes 2 packets to, to flavor this big thing of water. If you mix it with a lemonade flavor, it eases the sweetness. So yeah, eases the sweetness and makes it go down easier, I guess you could say. So what I've decided to do, instead of making just regular mac and cheese, we'll make it like we normally would, with the water and the powdered cheese packet thing, and the milk and the butter and whatnot. But I'm also gonna add shredded cheese. I gotta pee.
Okay, I went pee. So my friends up north, they have a son. My son, their son's name is Jesse. Jesse is not 19, 18, 19, I forget how old he is. But he is taking up a job with AmeriCorps. And I totally melted this stuff in here. And anyway, he's so amazing. Like, Jesse is amazing. He's amazeballs. He's an amazing human being. He wants to make the world we live in better, and that's, through laughter, through volunteer work, through helping any way he possibly can. And he doesn't have a malicious bone in his body. He's an amazing human. He really is. I like Jesse. He's a character, for sure. He definitely has a different type of personality. I don't really know what kind of personality you'd classify him as if you really needed to. He's quirky. He's silly. He's intelligent and just an all-around great guy. And I really hope he's going to, Ohio or somewhere. I forget which AmeriCorps he's going to. I need some milk. Butter. Okay, so anyway, Jesse. Jesse is an astounding young man. And that's really all I have to say about him. Because there are no other words that I can think of that will describe the kindness, generous, big, giant heart that this guy has. I will say that I don't know what AmeriCorps does, but it sounds good. I had to Google them. It sounds like they do a lot of good work for America and whatnot. I think I left these on too long. These might be a bit mushy. That's okay. We're just going to cover up all the mushiness with cheese anyway, right? Let me see. Oh, it's fine. It's just very, slimy for some reason. I don't know why. Why is my mac and cheese slimy? That's very weird. It's not Kraft. It is a Great Value brand, so maybe that's why it's slimy. I don't know. Okay. I'm only going to put a handful of shredded cheese up in here. That's what I'm going to do. Just put a handful in there. We don't have the fancy shredded cheese. Kirkland does not sell that fancy shredded cheese. Alright. Oh no! I got cheese on my burner. That sucks. I get that cheese on my burner. That's the thing I hate. I hate that. When you're cooking, you spill something. I mean, thankfully, it's a glass top induction stove. I like the glass top ones. They're just really easy to clean. They work just as well as the, not the glass ones, the ones that have the burner, the coil burners. I know gas is more efficient. I know that, but I don't care. I like the induction stove, glass top induction stoves. I like the way they look. They look more modern. My mom has a gas one, which is really nice. It's pretty big. It's got an upper and a lower, and you can dehydrate food and stuff in it. It's fancy. My mom's got fancy technology stuff. But, you know, I personally prefer induction stove. That's just my personal preference. It's just, you know, electric stove is my preference. It's what I like. All right, yeah, that's very cheesy. Okay, macaroni and cheese. You know, I think one of my favorite things to do when I'm done with work, besides is to relax, you know, because you kind of, after you're done working, you need to unwind somehow. Some people will go to the gym, some people will go for walks, some people will just lay there and do nothing. I make supper or something, and I will sit and watch TV. I catch up on my shows. Right now I'm catching up on The Walking Dead. So a lot of people gave up on Walking Dead, but I like the show. I do. I like a lot of people gave up on it a while ago, long time ago, seasons ago, but I'm still sticking it out. I'm watching it, and you know, not every show can have like 10 seasons of shows, or what, 10 seasons, like Friends was on for a really long time, or you know, everyone can be on as long as The Simpsons has been on. So, you know, whatever, it's fine. I like the show. I'm watching the show. This here is my birthmark. It's an upside down. It's kind of a shape of a heart. An upside down heart. Well, can't really tell right now. It's a little tiny heart, sort of. But I have one. Serenity has one. Same arm, same place. It's pretty fun. Anyway, watching TV, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is my Friday, which is Thursday, and finally Thursday. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Toodles.